Hey everybody, how we doing? Sunnyvale Rejects back in the house with yet another video just for you. And today's video comes in the form of a book review. That's right. Today we are finally going to talk about John Saul's The Guardian. I know we've talked about that sweater before. And I know you've seen this book before because I showed it in a collection video. If you didn't see my John Saul collection video, please go check it out. There's a lot more information about John Saul that I can give right here. But The Guardian was written in 1993. It is John Saul's 17th book, at that point. And his career really took off in 1977 with the publication of Punish the Sinners, which was really written to compete with Stephen King's Salem's Lot. And that it did. Punish the Sinners was an immediate million-plus bestseller, and the rest is history. Back to The Guardian. This book's action really takes place in Idaho, right? Under the mountains in a snowy, very cold landscape, small community setting, kind of like Creature. The ending is a lot like Creature too, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Actually, Creature is what caused me to pick this book up. But so we have two families. We have Mary Ann, her daughter Allison, her son Logan from New Jersey. They come to take care of El Monte Ranch in Idaho after the passing of her good friends Audrey and Ted Wilkinson. Now they have a son named Joey who's also 13 years old, same as Allison, and Mary Ann becomes his godmother, so she stays there to take care of him and the ranch. But lots of crazy things start to happen, and she's rethinking her choices, Mary Ann, by the way, left a bad situation in New Jersey, so she's really hoping that this works out for her and her kids because her husband's a real scumbag. He's a POS, He comes out to Idaho for a little bit to help them out, but leaves them high and dry. But that's okay, because other relationships and bonds are formed, and you do have a vested interest in seeing these folks fare well. I'm sorry to say they do not. There is a very, very high body count. I think it's at least 7. Hell, a kid dies, a dog dies, you name it. Death, death, death. And so, there's a lot of rumors about this family, especially Joey. Kids think he's a weirdo, and they don't really say why, but it's a good example of show and don't tell, because you see in other ways. Like Joey is alienated. He doesn't have many friends. He doesn't seem to fit in. He spends a lot of time outside in the barn, in the hay with no clothes on. He feels a calling to be underneath the full moon and a strange hunger from a place he's never realized before, right? And so there's also rumors that Ted, his father, beats him, and that could be a reason why he's acting out. Maybe he's repressing trauma or acting it out in another way. They don't really know. But one thing they just can't figure out is why would Ted beat his son? They're wealthy. They live in paradise. They have it all. But isn't that the way it always is? Something happens and they call the neighbors out and the neighbors say, oh, he was always so quiet. He seemed like such a good guy. Then you find out something very dark has been going on behind the scenes for a long time. If Ted is beating Joey, then this may be the reason why. There's also rumors, those small town rumors. You know how it goes. But there's rumors that Audrey was in a relationship before Ted with a mountain man named Shane Slater. Now, Shane has his own interesting story. Supposedly, he's kind of a drifter, works odd jobs, that kind of thing. Well, he came to Idaho, to their town, and, he doesn't really make friends. He lives out, in a cabin, in the woods, away from everybody, supposedly because he had some kind of testing done, by the government, some sort of DNA manipulation and experimentation between a timber wolf and his own DNA, and they turned him into some sort of wolf creature, some sort of wolf man, dare I say, a werewolf. John Saul does a very good job of not really addressing it, but keeping the tension and the guessing going in the same way that William Peter Blatty did with The Exorcist. As you know, they address all kinds of possibilities and exhaust all of them before they admit that it could be possession. Well, they might say wolf or werewolf 3 or 4 times in this book, so until the very end, you're not really sure. But one thing I do know is that Shane has been watching Joey. But why? For what? Read the damn book and find out. Now look, you're going to read on Amazon and Goodreads that he's boring, he's so slow, but take a chance. Invest in the book, invest in the characters, and be rewarded when you walk away and close it up with a message, some meaning that will leave you changed in a great way. And that's all we can expect from books, right? You'll also hear that John Saul as a YA author. I thought that was crazy because this obviously is for adults. I mean, look, you know, YA, 400 pages, I don't know. But I see that now because a lot of that, you know, the protagonists are very young, 13, 14 years old and in high school. So I can kind of see that. And they play their own role. So I would like to say instead of, you know, YA or, you know, adult psychological terror, that he's somewhere in between and that adults and young readers alike can get something really fun and meaningful and entertaining out of checking out his books. That's it. I'm shutting up. I hope you like what I had to say, and I hope I've inspired you to pick up a damn John Saul book. Come on, y'all. Don't be afraid. The next time you see John Saul, pick it up, give it a chance, and I know you'll love it like I love you. Please, like and subscribe. Keep reading. Stay cool. And if you haven't seen my 15 greatest records of my era, please give it a shot. I'll talk to you guys soon.